Alright, so now I got a loadout with all the new rebalance towers, and let's go ahead and check out what happened and their new stats and stuff. So first, let's do Toxic Gunner first. So 525 to place. I believe that's the same. No, wait. It might have been cheaper. Wait, hang on. No, it's actually this is cheaper. Okay. And then level 1 is pretty similar to before, where you're just spending a bit to make it shoot faster. But let's see how like a level 0 will do against some like abnormals. I mean, they got shredded. Wait, does it have splash? Cause it's affecting like multiple. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. That just like shredded all those a level 0. But at level 1 we get the upgraded reload, so let's try out that. And yeah, it just shoots way faster. I mean, that's easy for that. And it does have lead detection at level 0 also, which is good. Then at level 2 for 800 you get 14 range, 8 burst, 4 poison damage, and 20% slowness. I mean, this is gonna be like nothing. Yeah, 4 poison damage, like all it needs is 1 burst. Let's try some of these. They also go really slow due to the slowdown. They're still poisoned. Like, they almost died. For level 2, all that, like, that is pretty good. This thing is so cheap, like 1.5k. So then at level 3, we got 3000 for 3 damage, 0.08 fire rate, and 20 burst and 3 defense melt. So this does have defense melting also. Let's just try the same thing. Yeah. Okay, that burst is actually insane. Level 3 Toxic Gunner has always been like really good. So, I mean, yeah, that's nothing, bro. That just got absolutely wiped. Let's try some heavies. Also, if I space them out and set it on like, okay, I mean, yeah, that was nothing. But if I spawn in some stuff, space them out on random. Okay, those are 10 HP, that's nothing. I mean, look at that DPS, like, that's pretty insane for how cheap this is. I mean, yeah, it's not going to kill them, obviously, but that's pretty good. And then at max for 14,000, that definitely got more expensive, but we get 18 range, 7 damage, a fully auto minigun, 10 poison damage, 10 poison length, and 30% slowness. That's kind of insane. I mean, yeah, so it's basically just a minigunner that slows down, no hidden detection, 18 range, but yeah, it's not going to be doing that much against this, but it does have no placement limit, so you can like spam this. But this is going to be more of like a better early game tower, because it's just extremely cheap and it can just absolutely wipe. But yeah, it has no limit, so you can spam it like a minigunner and stuff. And the DPS is not bad at all. So yeah, this is a good rebalance. Alright, next we'll try out Ace Pilot. So it costs 550 to place, and it has 2 damage, 7.5 range, and 2 fire rate on level 0. So 2 damage level 0 is good for 2 damage level 0 is going to be really good for early game, because the 1 damage on level 0 kind of limited it. You just had to rush level 1. But now you can defend pretty easily with a level 0 due to it being able to do 2 damage. And we obviously have the reposition and all that. So yeah. Then level 1, 3 damage. That's about it for $300. I mean, nothing too crazy. And then level 2, we get the bomb dropping. That's normal. And unlock the figure 8. So that's pretty normal too. You get the figure 8, obviously. And then at level 3 for 1850, you get 8 range, 0.1 fire rate, 4 damage, and upgraded bombs. So I do think level 3 got nerfed, because I do think it did more damage than this. But let me check on that. It seems pretty similar from before, where, you know, against things like a slow boss, it'll be like doing decent damage only $3,000. I mean, yeah, it's pretty similar, pretty much the same thing. And then level 4 did get changed a bit too, I think. It gets hidden detection and still gives the hidden assist. Bombs get upgraded 7 damage and 8.5 range. So I believe it is pretty similar, but maybe a bit worse than the old level 4. And then at max, 14 damage, 9.5 range, upgraded bombs again, and the speed is increased, which we know. I mean, it's pretty much just better in the early game but worse late game, which I think that's good for Ace Pilot. I think that's pretty much what it needed. And the limit should be the same still. But I mean, yeah, Ace Pilot is a really good DPS tower still. You can get 8 of them, and yeah, I mean, that's just gonna shred these. Especially if you have a bunch of these on figure 8 at the front. That will be doing some good damage, of course. Alright, next up we got Gold Scout. So it costs 300 to place and does 3 damage, 1 fire rate. That's pretty good for the early game. And then it does 4 damage for 100 at level 1. So that'll be able to be like 2-shotting abnormals, which that's good. And then level 2, 6 damage, 0.75 fire rate, 16 range, and hidden detection. All for 500, that's pretty good. 6 damage is good. I believe it did 5. Or maybe that was before, because the Gold Scout did get rebalanced like before this too. But it still gets the lead detection at level 3. It costs 1.5k, 18 range, 12 damage, and 0.6 fire rate. That is pretty good. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty much it's just your typical like Gold Scout, what it's meant for. It's just supposed to shred the early game pretty well. And yeah, it's really cheap, does good damage at max, 18 range, 0.3 fire rate, 16 damage. Has lead and hidden detection, and it costs about like 7k. So this is pretty good. I mean, I can't really say too much about it. They just try to make it more cost efficient to defend the early game better, what it's meant for. And I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty decent at it. And you can spam it, of course. It's a Golden Scout. It's how it's meant to be used. And I mean, yeah, it's going to be doing alright. Alright, then next up we got the Militant. So the level 0, it has 13 range, 0.2 fire rate, 1 damage. And that's pretty good for 700. And then level 1, it gets flying and hidden detection, 16 range, 0.18 fire rate for 200. All that is pretty good for 200. Then level 2, the damage goes from 1 to 2 for 900. Level 3, 0.18 to 0.15, 18 range and 4 damage. And then at max, it's 9,000 for 18 to 21 and 12 damage. So that DPS is not bad. 21 range is pretty big. This is basically just like a kind of worse minigunner, but it does have the flying detection, which is an advantage because this could be used in like hardcore due to that. And also it should be pretty good in Fallen because you can spam it. Pretty good DPS. Like this alongside another tower in Fallen. I mean, using this in Fallen, it's definitely gonna be viable due to the. It's definitely gonna be viable due to the detections and the decent DPS, and it's still pretty cheap, costing only like 13k. That's pretty cheap for what you're getting out of it. Oh, it's not bad. And then the Pursuit. So I believe the early levels are mostly the same. This is the same. This is like the same. Level 3. That may be a bit more expensive. Yeah, so I'm not sure if the level 3 did get nerfed, but level 3 was very cost efficient, so I do think it did deserve a nerf if it got it. And then level 4 gets hidden detection now, but so does the top. Is that bugged? I think that was bugged. I don't know why it showed that, because if I spawn in a hidden enemy real quick, and even the so the top path does not have hidden detection anymore. But if I go to the bottom path does have it. So that is now an advantage that the bottom path does have over the top path. It is also a lot cheaper, and it's obviously better for the missiles. But I do believe that top path will still be the better option unless you really want hidden detection, because 200 it has 200 ammo, so yeah, 26 damage and way less fire. It's gonna be way better for the DPS obviously. But in things like Fallen, you know, the bottom path is not a bad option due to all the like crowds and stuff, and all the missiles plus the hidden detection will not be bad at all. So the bottom path definitely did get a lot more viable, and it's also a lot cheaper. So I think it's something like maybe higher player matches, and where you want to spend less money, have the detections, and have the splash. I think the bottom path is definitely a viable option, but in solos and stuff, I think it's still better to go for the top path unless you want some hidden detection, then maybe get bottom path. But yeah, these rebalances are really good. I really like the recent rebalances. Let me know what you guys think of them, and see you.